Everyone except the resource person to please put their mics on mute. Thank you. Namaskar, and my name is Nitika Mendiratha, and I'm the Executive Director of SASR India, and I'll be moderating today's deliberations. On behalf of Aditya Charitable Trust and SASR India, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you in this interactive discussion on sexuality-related issues among individuals with neurodevelopmental disabilities. At the onset, allow me to please extend a heartfelt thank you for being part of this discussion today. Although all of us are familiar with Indu Jaswal ma'am, and she needs no introduction at all about her professional accomplishments. But I must share that in addition to her academic contributions to our field, she also has an almost 30 years of experience of parenting two children with high support needs. And we are sure her insights on today's topic will greatly benefit all of us. So we are also joined today by Ms. Diana Lil Philip, who is the founder secretary of SASR India and also an expert in special education of autism and intellectual disabilities with over 15 years of experience. She'd help us navigate through the various themes related to our topic of discussion today. Before we begin the deliberations, allow me to briefly touch upon why we thought this topic was relevant and for discussion. As children will age chronologically and go through puberty and experience sexual feelings, it is important that they receive sexual and health education. Sadly, they're also at a greater risk of being sexually abused, and it thereby becomes even more vital to educate them on physical changes, hygiene, privacy, personal boundaries, and much more. However, there is a constant debate among parents and professional group that if a child or adolescent with special needs is given such a training and information, it will increase her or his sexual interest. And most often, both the parties are uncomfortable talking about sexuality. So, and in today's discussion, we will try to address these concerns and discuss strategies and effective ways to develop appropriate behaviors among our children. And I hope and I request our resource person and Dinah ma'am to please ensure that we try to keep the language of interaction both Hindi and English, because we have participants not just from Delhi NCR but also from UP, Jharkhand, Kerala, Chennai, Tamil Nadu entirely, and also we've also joined by a few international participants from Saudi and Bangladesh as well. So if I may request to keep to ensure that we cater to all of them, I'd request if we can keep the language both a mix of English and Hindi. Thank you. And I request Diana ma'am to please take the discussion forward.
Good afternoon to all participants. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving this honor that we are talking about this topic, and it's with you. So I think it's very comfortable. And I would request all the participants to keep their mics on mute, else we will not be able to hear our resource person. सब लोग अपना माइक म्यूट रखिएगा, नहीं तो हमें कुछ नहीं समझ आएगा कि आज क्या चल रहा है. Nitika ma'am, I think this is one person who's not able to mute himself. Okay. So, Indu ma'am, from the onset, sexuality already is a very taboo subject in the world. So it's not just limited to disabilities, but sexuality is a concern all over the world. And we're talking about a lot of sex education in schools and to our younger population. So how do you define sexuality when we're talking about persons with disability? Because as a parent and as a consultant, I've heard from you that a lot of times our children's gender roles are very limited. We don't consider them to have gender roles. They're just children or persons with disability. And there are a lot of myths and misconceptions which are surrounding people with disability regarding their sexual nature and the way they are being treated as a person in the society. So I would start with that point with you, ma'am. Ma'am, you would have to unmute. Ma'am?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, perfect.
All right. So, Jana, very pertinent questions and very sensitive ones. or like, I would say that sexuality in persons with disability would be the same as sexuality in any other person. So per se हमें पहले sexuality का meaning ही समझना है. Mostly when we have, such webinars or seminars and workshops, we concentrate a lot on the aspect of dealing with menstrual hygiene, dealing with sexual abuse, and dealing with masturbation issues. But sexuality is much more. It has, it is a very, very integral part of life, but very difficult to define sexuality very precisely. तो हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि when you're talking about sexuality, then definitely it's about sexual feelings, it's about the sexual thought process, it's about the emotions, fantasies, and also it's about the sexual behavior towards others. It could be an individual, it could be a group. Now, अगर हम इसी मीनिंग से भी चलते हैं तो हमें समझ में आता है कि every human being, जब तक कि कोई और issue ना हो, so every human being is also a sexual being, and so are persons with disability. They are sexual citizens. और क्या होता है उनके केस में, like I said, कि thoughts, feelings, fantasies, behaviors, they will have some deviations from the so-called norms.
तो मैम अगर इनसे रिलेटेड जो मिथ्स और पर्सपेक्टिव्स हैं,
Yes.
हैव यू हर्ड फ्रॉम पेरेंट्स और हैज समबडी शेयर्ड दोस विद यू?
बिल्कुल. तो इसके लिए हमें ना एट लार्ज समझना पड़ेगा कि सेक्सुअलिटी में, हम जब सेक्सुअलिटी की ट्रेनिंग की बात कर रहे हैं, तो वी ऑल्सो हैव टू फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सी हाउ मच इज द पर्सन अवेयर ऑफ हिज जेंडर.
तो मैम जब आप जेंडर की भी बात करते तो हम बोलते हैं, आपने जैसे वर्ड यूज किया डिवियंस की, डिविएंट होता है. तो अब कई लोगों में होता है कि हमारे बच्चे में ये नहीं है, ऐसी वाली आदतें नहीं हैं, या फिर कई बोलते हैं कि ये वाले बच्चे के साथ हमें ऐसी वाली बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स फेस करनी पड़ रही है, आजकल हम बाहर नहीं जा पा रहे.
सब में है. एंड एज अ पेरेंट, लाइक Nitika rightly said, I am a parent of 2 children with very high support needs, especially my son, who received diagnosis of profound intellectual disability and severe disability from different places. So I used to think कि ये puberty के issues or all these issues will never come, but I was wrong. One fine day I realized sooner or later ये issues आते ही हैं, because like I said, they are sexual human beings. तो क्या है कि let's see कि difficulties क्या आती हैं इनको, फिर myths पे आते हैं. तो अभी क्या है कि जो न्यूरोटिपिकल बच्चे होते हैं, जो नॉन डिसेबल्ड बच्चे जिनको हम बोल सकते हैं ले पर्सन लैंग्वेज में, तो वो अपने पीयर ग्रुप से डिस्कस करके और कुछ लॉजिकल रीजनिंग से, व्हाट दे वॉच ऑन द टेलीविजन, दे रीड अप, सिबलिंग्स के साथ अपने घर में ऑब्जर्व करते हुए, सो दे ऑब्जर्व अ लॉट, दे गेट अ लॉट थ्रू व्हाट वी कॉल ऑस्मोसिस. वो अपने आप ग्रहण कर लेते हैं बहुत सी चीजें जो हमारे बच्चे नहीं कर पाते हैं जी. तो उनके लिए बड़े होना ही, ग्रो करना ही एक इतनी बड़ी चैलेंज है कि लाइक फॉर बॉयज उनकी आवाज बदलना, फॉर गर्ल्स breast develops. So the whole thing about growing up and related sexuality is confusing. I don't think हमारे बच्चों को कभी बहुत ज्यादा पता चलता है कि कोई उनमें इंटरेस्टेड है कि नहीं, which is such a regular thing. If someone, कोई teenagers का group है, how they come to know instantly someone is interested in me? ये भी तो sexuality के issues हैं कहीं ना कहीं.
तो मैम अगर इस पर्सपेक्टिव से देखें तो how would you know who's the right person to train? जैसे अगर आप बता रहे हैं osmosis happens very naturally in atypically developing people. Friends हो सकते, not necessarily our parents were the ones who told us about these things. It could have been just looking at the television. But for our children, they're already different in a lot of manner. Like you said, growing up itself is a challenge. So who is the best person to train such a child?
I think family, I would say, along with some professional guidance, because and again Diana, क्या है इसमें ना बहुत ही cultural variations आ जाती हैं, because perspectives on sexuality बहुत ही लोगों के biased होते हैं और biased नहीं भी हैं. तो I would say कि there are different perspectives and different people have, और कहीं ना कहीं that comes in the way. So I would say कि parents से better और siblings अगर responsible हैं, understanding हैं, तो उनसे better कोई नहीं सिखा सकता, along with some expert opinion, like how to go about it.
पर मैम जितना हम अपनी लार्जर सोसाइटी को देख रहे हैं, वी कांट से दैट आवर सोसाइटी इज इक्विप्ड इनफ टू अंडरस्टैंड देयर ओन सेक्सुअल कंसर्न्स और सेक्सुअल फेजेस. तो दूसरे बंदे को जब हम सिखाते हैं तो इट हैज टू हैव अ फ्लो to things. And
I know as an educator, as a special educator, as someone who was working and consulting many organizations and institutes, I also realized that हमारे जो special educators हैं, very young girls and boys, and some of them have a cultural background जहाँ पे they are very hesitant to talk about it. So they would discuss with us, and then it would be, a direct interaction of our more, you may say elderly people or other matured people to discuss these issues. और ये बहुत ही, एक individualized session में होना चाहिए. और ये भी याद रखना चाहिए कि हर किसी की sexuality अलग होगी.
जी मैम, जैसे अगर हमारे if I can draw your attention to the assessment tools also, sexuality के problems are already highlighted, जो बच्चे के सीखने की प्रक्रिया में बाधा डाल रहे हैं या फिर उनके घर में सोशलाइज होने में बाधा डाल रहे हैं. तो इज देयर अ modulated manner in which such a training can be taken care of?
See, again, when we're talking about intellectually, affected children and children with autism, तो बड़ा difficult हो जाता है कि because no two kids are alike. But yes, कोई standardized जो positive supports हैं, we'll also say कि हमें positive supports चाहिए और sensory integration है कुछ बच्चों के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. But now, let's get into a little more details about this.
Exactly.
कि क्या कि myth जो होती है ना कि हमारे बच्चे asexual, बहुत लोगों की myth ये होती है. They don't have sexual needs, because for them, masturbation is the only thing which bothers families.
Exactly.
And if a girl is not able to take care of her periods,
menstrual cycles,
that bothers them most of all. But there's a lot more to it, that हमें याद रखना कि ना तो वो hypersexual है, ना तो वो asexual है. They are somewhere in like others, like they're like all other people. तो उनको जब हमने ट्रेनिंग वगैरह देनी है तो हमें इंडिविजुअल बेसिस पे चलना पड़ेगा, and we have to teach them social contexts.
So from this perspective, I think I'll switch on to your mother side. When you were raising your children, how did you go about it? If you can share in a training module manner.
That's why I said कि अपनी gender identity होना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. Like in case of my son, he is actually a very, very precious, a very, you could say whatever word anybody wants to say, profoundly affected or severely affected. So I'll talk about my daughter, who's a more moderate person. Now with her, sometimes I really wonder whether वो जो gender identity है अपनी उसकी कितनी है. Because in her case, I have not seen her very, very, she's already 29 now, and I've never seen her very attracted towards males.
Oh, okay.
I have not seen her. So, I mean...
So we're talking about orientations also. It's not...
I'm not suggesting anything because she's not a neurotypical person. But what I'm saying is, I keep discussing with my friends, I do not know what is the reason for this. And sometimes I see that, and the girl, she's very friendly. She's very friendly with girls. So maybe in her case, क्या है कि अभी उसको, we needed to work upon it, and probably we did not.
Probably, can you identify this as...
She has a right. She has a right to enjoy life in every manner, So we've never discussed it with her. So उसका क्या था कि हमारे को, like as a mother, this is coming from a mother. So for me, it was slightly, I used to feel, I didn't know how much she felt about it. I'll just give you one example. When she was about 15 years old, she had two cousins who came home. And both the girls around her age only, they were wearing very short, tight skirts. And Vrinda never used to wear short dresses because, I know she wouldn't be able to carry them, sit properly and all. So she sat next to them and she looked at their knees and she lifted her dress to the same
length.
Yeah, length, to the same length. So she was trying to identify in some manner with them. So ये subtle चीजें होती हैं कि कि हम देखते हैं. I have children in my organization, and it is so pleasing to see them. Like one young girl, even if we're doing a group activity and there is a window there and you can see your reflection, she goes like this.
So coming to an interesting point,
Yeah.
How do you train them about modesty? She is mimicking what she's seen from her peers. So
Absolutely.
I think the other challenge would be, how do you train a child with such needs about modesty and privacy?
Yeah, see, when we are training them on modesty, पहले तो हम ये जान ले कि जब हम बोलते हैं कि बहुत important aspect होता है training का, modesty से भी पहले हम एक चीज के ऊपर आएंगे, and if I can share some slides with you.
That'll be great, ma'am. By that time, I will urge all the participants, they can post their questions on the chat.
Achha, host has disabled participant screen sharing.
Okay, the host will look into it, ma'am. I would urge our participants, if they have any pressing questions, they can put it on the chat form, and we will be addressing those questions with ma'am in the end of the session. तो ये वाला वक्त अगर किसी को भी कोई सवाल टाइप करना है चैट बॉक्स में, प्लीज करिएगा, फिर हम वो सवाल मैम से पूछेंगे.
Okay. You've been enabled, please check.
All right. Okay. So,
it isn't visible
this
yet.
This is
but
something very important that all of you can see it.
But it's not visible yet, ma'am. It's saying started screen sharing, but it's not visible.
I think yet, on my screen it's being shared. Your screen shared has stopped. Okay. So maybe from your side.
Would you want to do it again?
We will not waste time on this.
Okay.
We'll keep trying it as it comes. It has paused for now.
Okay, ma'am. So probably you can read from your slides and explain it that way, ma'am.
Yeah, I think that's more important. All right, fine?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, one very important thing to remember is that sexuality issues to ऊपर कब आते हैं? Around adolescence, pre-adolescence, pre-puberty and all that ज़्यादा आते हैं ऊपर. So the question is कि when do I start training my child?
Yes, ma'am.
And what are the components of training? So you don't have to wait for that time to come, because already the hormones are playing up. There are, what do you call, in the Bunna Bhai language, chemical lochas start happening. So, us time it's very difficult कि you start training them. So the training has to happen right from the beginning, So remember one thing, for all parents, you go through the process of acceptance. When you get a diagnosis, you go through the most difficult phase of accepting. And by the time you have accepted, your child, after a few years, is no more the same old child who could look cute, jumping and flapping. And plus these other issues come up. So remember, you have to go through that process of acceptance once again. And that's very important to keep in mind. मुश्किल होगा जब बच्चा प्यूबर्टी में आता है, बड़ा होता है, आपको एक बार और मुश्किलें आएंगी, मुश्किल लगेगा आपको, लेकिन आपने एक्सेप्टेंस वैसे ही रखनी है कि नई चीजें सिखानी है आप. So, like, many of our kids, especially the ones with the ID and autism, they go in a lot for all these ABA things and all, usme body bath sikhate hain and all these things. So that is the beginning of, I would say, training.
Yes, ma'am.
जब आपको जेंडर के बारे में बताते हैं that you are a boy and the other person is a girl, और उनको अंकल कहते हैं, इनको आंटी कहते हैं, that is the beginning. Now, imagine a teenager who was allowed to roam around the house after a bath without any clothes as a child. And suddenly at the age of 10, 11, when already that person is having an internal battle with all the chemicals and the changes in the body, the physical changes in the body, and then the social environment is imposing lot of things कि पहले तो तुम ये कर सकते थे, अब तुम नहीं कर सकते.
Correct.
So that is a very difficult thing for children. So subtle things हैं कि जो हमें right from the beginning ही जिन पे work करना है कि बाथरोब पहन के बाथरूम से आना है या टाल लपेट के आना है, or you know, like you have to change your clothes. When you're changing your clothes, you have to close the door. And also remember that we, whatever we are, you know, telling our children, we also have to model it for them. I don't want to take a bath with my daughter. So it's very important कि हम जो उनको सिखा रहे हैं वो हम भी model करें. So right from the beginning, you've taught them, you know, I wish I could have the slides, but never mind, you know. So how do we go about it? So we start by, I would say by the time a child is 6, 7, 8 years also, if you have an outline of a human body, and in case of a boy, you have the lower part with a strip on it, and you are writing private or a red line.
Yes, sir.
So without necessarily naming the parts, you say this is private. And for a girl, you have it on the top also. So you say private. So just like say, show me your hands, show me this, or show me something on a picture. So you're saying, show me private on the picture. So when the child goes for a bath, you are able to give those directions. Now I want you to apply soap on your private parts, or your on private between legs, on private under your neck. So you know all these instructions हमें शुरू से देनी है, और body को cover करना, show them pictures of children wearing swimsuits and telling them कि you know these are parts that are always covered. Even swimming में जाते हैं तो भी cover करते हैं इन parts. Of course, स्कैंडिनेविया में नहीं रहते हम कि हम लोग मतलब ये सोचें कि क्या गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं. इंडिया के लिए वो बिल्कुल सही इन्फॉर्मेशन है, और एशियन कंट्रीज के लिए. तो यू नो लाइक शुरू से ये सब चीजें हम करवाएंगे. सोशल स्टोरीज इतने लोग अपने बच्चों को करवाते हैं, तो सोशल स्टोरी में ये कंपोनेंट होगा अगर कि who can see us naked, who can see us naked. Sometimes if the child is independent in bathing and all, then to myself. Doctor in the presence of mother or father. तो ये सारी सोशल स्टोरीज ना बहुत कुछ बच्चे को वो टीनेज में आने से पहले ही सिखा दें, तो उसको ये तो नहीं लगेगा ना कि अचानक that growing up is something very bad.
So a lot of questions turn up that about masturbation, but technically in a younger age, masturbation doesn't come up. It's mostly hygiene related concerns initially.
And it does come up because you know many children, younger children, and I would say accidentally, or it's a very अगर आप साइकोलॉजी भी पढ़ो तो इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ ग्रोइंग अप कि अपना सेल्फ एक्सप्लोरेटरी बिहेवियर्स जो बच्चों के होते हैं, तो एक्सीडेंटली वो एक प्लेजेंट सेंसेशन फील कर सकते हैं. एंड व्हाट हैपेंस टू किड्स विद डिसेबिलिटीज, बिकॉज they don't have many ways of occupying themselves, and this is a pleasant experience. So rubbing their lower part against the floor, against a bed, it's a very common thing seeing in children. And parents को बहुत disturbing लगता है. Many times parents ask us कि ये तो बहुत छोटा है तो इसके ये sexual behaviors, and it's not sexual. ये सभी बच्चों के साथ होते हैं, but other children know how to contain when अकेले में.
जी, तो मैम when they look at it, हम as educators also we keep telling the parents that these are all self-stimulatory behavior. तो कई बार उनको लगता है कि इसको रोके कैसे, हम रोके क्यों, या फिर क्यों नहीं रोक सकते?
देखिए रोके से तो रुकेगा नहीं. सिंपल सी बात, अगर कोई भी चीज हमें प्लेजेंट लगती है हम उसको तभी रोकेंगे अगर हमें उसके साथ एक कंपीटिंग रीइंफोर्समेंट मिलेगी. हम इसको तभी रोकेंगे if we get some other sensory stimulation which is better than this.
Okay.
Is indulged because वो occupied नहीं था properly, meaningfully, functionally, उसका एक routine नहीं था और ये behavior आ गया. So then we have to find other things, कि the child suppose उसको हम pressures दे सकते हैं. We can have good, other sensory things like aroma in the house or some light music in the house, and give fidgety toys to the child. Lot of, or again I say कि all children are different.
So we'll have to see which suits best.
ये दे दिए. I remember once we discussed with an occupational therapist from Singapore, and he had said certain things. He said that this can reduce a lot if you give deep pressures on the toes.
Okay. Okay.
Although,
So,
yeah, so toes में back पे pressures दो और थोड़ा कम हो सकता है, and keep the child, very happily occupied.
So, ma'am, the whole problem also arises of proximity. How close a child be? How when
Others,
should
yeah.
to others, and
And
when should they retaliate?
Yeah, Diana, even, when we're talking about this, because this question was sent to us, so let's address it
Yes,
from
ma'am.
this group only. That what do you do with a child who wants to uh, masturbate in public?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
And the other question was like, how much of free time, own time, the private time should we give to a child? तो मेरे ख्याल से जो मैंने अभी बोला है उससे ही इसका आंसर काफी हद तक मिल जाता है कि प्राइवेट टाइम उसका टाइम है, उसमें वो कुछ भी कर सकता है, लेकिन प्राइवेट टाइम में ही हमें उसके स्किल्स डेवलप करने पड़ेंगे ना. सो दैट मीन्स कि हमें अपने घर में चाहे हमें एक सेंसरी या एक एनीथिंग म्यूजिक या जो भी उसको ट्रेन करना पड़ेगा. This is the only thing he can do himself or she can do herself to derive pleasure. So जितने skills हम उनको सिखाते हैं कि they can do themselves when they are free. In autism, people use schedules and they give them choices, reminders. If you are free, what do you want to do? So the child, यहाँ पे हम बात कर रहे थे शुरू में ही सेक्सुअलिटी को भी लेके फैंटेसीज की और लाइक थिंकिंग की. तो जब थिंकिंग ही अफेक्टेड है, कहीं ना कहीं कॉग्निशन compromised है in a different manner. I won't say कि cognition नहीं है, but it डिफरेंट मैनर में है, तो उनको इतने आइडियाज होने की मैं फ्री टाइम में क्या कर सकता हूँ. सो दे नीड टू नो व्हाट दे कैन डू व्हेन दे आर फ्री, बिकॉज दे आर डूइंग देयर बेस्ट टू प्लीज देमसेल्व्स. So that's why, spend some time with them. And I have seen that it's very strange, definitely very strange, that children sometimes with disabilities, they use objects. They only want to look at an object to get sexually stimulated. And believe me, I have seen a young lad who was in his, I think, was around 18, 19. And it sounds so weird, but he would keep a particular fruit in front of him and then he would, get the same feelings. There was another boy who would just see toes of girls. Or even for that matter, men, if girls were wearing sandals or someone was wearing slippers, would love to touch the toes and then he used to get some. So ये differences होते हैं. Smell से stimulate हो जाना.
So a lot of parents would feel that how should they address it if it happens for the first time probably, or it's happening in a very difficult situation, probably in public. Their main concern is when they are addressing their needs in public. So how should a caregiver...
See, what we had done was with this boy who used to get, the sensations with this particular fruit and all. So we did social stories with him and something, I say when I look at an apple, I feel I want to touch myself. So we taught him that I can touch myself without an apple also. I can touch. And so we used to do a lot of activities with pictures of apples, with cards. And वो इतना करवाया हमने उसको कि he gave it. Sometimes satiation helps.
Okay, we permit the person to do it as many times as possible within the comforts that he requires, and probably he will get over it.
We did other activities with, sorting, identification, coloring. तो उसका जो एक rigid connection था with that apple,
that gets loosened up.
Yeah, वो generalize हो गया कि apple के साथ तो इतना कुछ हो सकता है. That आज काटेंगे, आज fruit salad बनाएंगे, that kind of a thing. The other question was like कितनी बार private time देना. तो अगर हम meaningfully occupied रखेंगे बच्चे को, तो I think private time अपने आप ही कम हो जाएगा. Physical activity, sensory. Have time in the day when you are giving some activity, you're doing some activity with the child जहाँ पे touch भी involved है. So some of them don't like light touch. Some of them like, more, I would say कि थोड़ा उनको heavy kind of touch अच्छा लगता है, form अच्छा लगता है. तो, giving them strokes with your fingernails on the back somewhere. और यही चीज आप पब्लिक प्लेस में अगर लेके जाते हैं बच्चे को और आप देखते हैं कि वो थोड़ा सा डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो रहा है, कुछ अराउजल्स हो रहे हैं, बिकॉज किस चीज से हो रहे हैं, इनएनिमेट चीजों से हो रहे हैं, स्मेल से हो रहे हैं, किससे हो रहे हैं, so immediately you can, because वहां पे ऐसा तो I don't think कि ऐसा हो रहा है कि वो सिर्फ गर्ल्स को देख के बॉय कर रहा है, बॉयज को देख के गर्ल्स कर रही है. देखें अराउजल टाइम पे भी हो सकता है उनको, हो सकता है. So you give them deep pressure on the hands and something. Then say we'll go home, take them to washroom agar hai, let them wash their face. And we do not encourage masturbation in public places.
So we'll have to divert the child's attention.
Yeah, now, social stories से हम सिखाते हैं उनको where they can do it. अगर हम चला सके that presentation, तो there's a lot more in that,
So, ma'am, with the paucity of time, there are two major topics which we need to cover, and a lot of parents in the chat box are also sending me the same questions regarding. One is
what is important, like modesty. You said
marriage,
okay.
Modesty, marriage, and the third being about sexual abuse.
Yeah, I know. See, let's first talk about marriage. Marriage क्या है कि universal institution है marriage. और इसमें क्या है कि हम ऐसा मानते हैं कि it's an important milestone of life, or in all most religions there's a lot of religious ceremony attached with marriage,
and हमारे इसमें एक myth रहता है कि शादी के बाद ठीक हो जाएगा. मतलब a lot of parents feel कि the child would be more stable and more occupied once he's married.
Absolutely, absolutely. The marriage तो एक institution है, और इसमें क्या है कि parents को कुछ लगता है कि हमारे बाद कौन देखेगा, एक security मिल जाएगी उसको, social security मिल जाएगी, someone to look after, and responsibility आएगी, and all these things, कि सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. अगर कोई alcohol में है या कोई drugs में है तो शादी कर दो, responsibility हो जाएगी. Now I'm living in Punjab, I know what a disaster it is. When you marry someone on substance abuse, तो क्या होता है. So anyway, so marriage के लिए, we will never rule out marriage for a person with disability only because he has a disability. Yes, marriage can be an option, but there are a lot of buts to it, Yes, so marriage है क्या? Marriage is an institution in which, two people are going to live together. They're going to share a lot together, responsibilities, emotions, and वैसे तो अगर आप किसी भी दो couples को देखो तो वो कहते हैं कि कभी किसी को मुकम्मल जहां नहीं मिलता. There are very few people who get totally compatible spouses or partners. तो क्या है कि marriage में हमें पहले ये पूछना है कि हम marriage क्यों? Why marriage? At the end of the day, happiness of the individual is most important. So is my child, I will say child, even if the person is an adult, is my child going to be happy after the marriage? Is the most important question. Because बाकी सब questions के आगे बहुत बड़ा question mark है. And we will come to the sensory issues also, because she was raising her hand, we'll come to those issues. तो क्या है कि, will the person be happy after marriage or not? And the second important thing is कि readiness क्या है marriage के लिए?
जी मैम.
Combination और मतलब एक तो ट्रांसपेरेंसी होनी चाहिए, जब आप बिल्कुल ऑनेस्टी होनी चाहिए, जब आप किसी को प्रपोज कर रहे हो या कोई अरेंज मैरिज कर रहे हो तो सबको पता होना चाहिए इश्यूज क्या हैं. एंड आई थिंक मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट इसकी वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेने के लिए रेडी है. एंड कभी कभी हम मैरिज को, हमसे ज्यादा पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटी मैरिज को बियॉन्ड द सेक्सुअल इंटरकोर्स नहीं समझते. Marriage for them, what does it entail? That is the training we have to give to the individual. And yes, there are many able individuals who will understand it. Maybe not completely, but they will understand it to a level that they can get married. But the thing is, do they want to get married? Will they be happy after marriage? और अगर हम एक उनके लिए partner ढूंढ रहे हैं, तो वो कितना उसमें empathy होगी, कितनी understanding होगी और acceptance होगी, ये सब सोचना है. Now we come to, she has a question. Somebody has a question? Raising hand?
Probably, because there are a lot of questions in the chat box.
I'll answer that sensory wala question first, and then we will go on.
If I may request that maybe we can dedicate the last 15 minutes or 20 minutes for question and answer sessions.
Many individuals have sensory processing disorder, and I have seen in India that I would say the people who are at the more able end of the spectrum of autism and other related conditions, if ID. तो उसमें क्या है कि बहुत से ऐसे अनडायग्नोज्ड केसेस हम देखते हैं अपने रिलेटिव में, फ्रेंड सर्कल में, नेबरहुड में, वो है मैरिड. What happens in the house we do not know, but they are married and they are very secure, they are very socially secure and everything. So things are going on. हम लोग थोड़े aware हैं, we know more about things, and that's why हमारे worries भी ज़्यादा हैं, genuine भी हैं. So what happens is कि हमें कुछ सवालों के जवाब चाहिए होते हैं. Number one, कि there was a question कि have I seen any person with ASD getting married? Yes, definitely I've seen in India also, and I worked with them also. They are coping pretty well. Difficulties होती हैं, but जो partner है उसकी counseling करते रहना पड़ता है. Now I met I don't want to take her name, a very well-known person with autism from US, and she was expecting. This was about 20-25 years back in Delhi. So she was expecting, and she walked in with her autism and everything, and she said, oh my God, everything was smelling in the market. I'm pregnant, can you give me something to eat? So, the social limitations were still there. So she writes that when my husband gave me a hug, it was as though I was going to drown into a big wave. It was so difficult. And then when she was questioned, she said, no, he understands everything. He understands everything. And he knows that I don't like that male smell. So what perfume I want him to use. And all the, so, ये है कि sensory issues होते हैं, they may not be able to deal with many things. So the entire thing about what is what would I say, a satisfying married life, wo concept, what does your wife or your husband expect from you? It's not the only process of intercourse. There are other things to it. तो ये सारी ट्रेनिंग देनी होती है. और जिन बच्चों को मैं बोलूँगी कि सेंसरी इश्यूज ज़्यादा है, तो उनको आई एम श्योर कि कुछ ना कुछ through gadgets or through some, give them those experiences in other ways जो उनको आने वाले हैं.
So ma'am, quickly moving on for the last 5 minutes of our talk and then moving on to the questions. Abuse. We're talking about abuse, and how do we talk to children about good touch and bad touch is one of the questions also. Good touch and bad touch is one of the questions also. So I was hoping that you can start from there and talk about abuse and how a parent should.
I have worked a lot with the younger children, and हमने बिल्कुल जैसे उनको ना, let's say कि in a very I would say mechanical manner, कि जैसे हम इनको sorting सिखाते हैं. शुरू में we teach them sorting of colors and matching of colors, and then we go on to categories and all these things. So now with them what we've done is a whole lot of pictures which they sort private and public right from the beginning. So you have two people eating in a restaurant, so this goes into the box of public. Like someone standing in a queue, public, and classroom. And then, we go on to things like someone having bath, someone touching self. And even in that, we put poking your finger in your nose and your ears, and that also goes in private. So that also goes in private. So we give them the social skill training in a very, in a manner which they will understand. What are things we do, and then the meaning of what is private, what body parts are private, what places are private, and when is it private. So we start teaching all those things in modesty. बच्चों को सिखाना शुरू करते हैं, and from there we can also teach them that your private parts are not to be touched by anyone. In fact, proxemics, I will talk about proxemics. So, when we say private parts are not to be touched by anyone, like I just said, so who can see you naked? Or uske baad mein the same thing. We have done it so many times, you tell me of these two pictures, which is a good touch. So two people shaking hands. Mock drill kar sakte hain, social story kar sakte hain. They are abundant on the, net. And then, someone, trying to touch a girl on the top. So that's a bad touch. तो वो हम मॉक ड्रिल में कर सकते हैं, वो हम we can do it through social stories, through pictures. There are a lot of pictures, and to tell them if there is a bad touch, what do they have to do. So that is how we can teach. And for people who are more, I would say, more precious, more moderately to severely affected, they need a sheltered environment.
So from this, I'll just highlight one more incident, ma'am, where we've read about articles where the children, as in atypically developing children, didn't even realize that they were abused for quite some time till they were trained in a certain manner. So
yeah, because I had a whole lot of slides on that. That it's not only about touching your private parts; it's about someone trying to take a picture when you're not wearing clothes. There are, somebody hitting you or whatever. So there are a whole lot of, there's a list of things that, come under abuse. Or
so
someone, perverted person just showing his body parts to a child. So वहाँ पे उसके parts तो check तो नहीं हुए ना, touch.
Correct. So these are all confusing concepts. So how should a parent deal with those concerns, or how should they identify those signals that the child would be giving or may not be giving for that matter?
Yeah. See, if a child has experienced and not shared with the parents, let's say कि अगर really physically हो चुका है sexually abuse, तो उसके subtle symptoms तो होंगे कि parents have to be a little careful. अगर repeated है तो बहुत जल्दी पता चल जाता है. Repeated में infection हो सकती है. Repeated में if the child has not liked it, if the person has not liked it, he starts avoiding that person. पहले तो उस person के साथ ठीक था, because generally, known people would do it.
Yes, sir.
Strangers don't jump in to do, from somewhere they will not, land कोई alien आएगा करने के लिए. The people, they'll be workers, they'll be, family members, family friends, school में older children.
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
So if the child has not liked it, you will find that the child avoids going to school, avoids certain people, has become more clingy with the parents, doesn't want to leave them. There could be infections also, and sometimes that infantile behavior जो होता है ना, हर समय मम्मी चाहिए, रोना है, और ये सब चीजें आती हैं. It doesn't. I'm not saying कि अगर ऐसा होगा तो definitely हुआ ही है, but these are subtle signals जो हमें मिल सकते हैं.
So the last 1 minute, ma'am, only one question: how protective should a guardian be? How protective can caregivers be, or guardians be, or parents be? हम जब बोलते हैं इतने सारे issues already हैं, so parents tend to be very protective, very suspicious about the whole world at large. So how protective can one be?
Diana, I'll share with you that right now my grandniece is staying with me, and she's a very pretty 12-year-old girl. So even usko one day I was telling her कि now all that running around in the playground and hitting your friends, and then kids do it. All kids do it. But she's at a very tender age, and she's really a very, very charming lady. Turning out to be a charming lady. तो ऐसे वो सब जो तुम करते थे ना बचपन में कि एक दूसरे को मार के भाग रहे हो, then एक दूसरे का हाथ खींच रहे हो, अब वो कम कर दो. तो पेरेंट्स को क्या करना पड़ेगा? प्रोक्सेमिक्स सिखाना पड़ेगा बच्चों. जो प्रोक्सेमिक्स है कि how much social distance, what is social distance, वो सिखाना पड़ेगा. Can I try to get the presentation? Because
that'd be great, ma'am. I think a lot of things would be answered
if I can manage it.
Yes, ma'am. And with that, probably we can move on to the questions, ma'am.
Just activate it if you can.
I have if I may please, before we go into the question answer session, I have to reading from the chat. I've been, there are two common questions that are constantly occurring. One, before I take that up, I have a personal question. What are the common, ma'am, are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
So what are the common behaviors that are usually misinterpreted as sexual behaviors by others? So it is very commonly seen that that teachers or professionals unnecessarily intrude and try to do BM strategies, and which may not be a sexual behavior at the first go.
See, first of all, like I said, if a young child is into self-exploratory behavior, it's just a sensation, it's nothing sexual. देखिए हमने तो ऐसे situations देखे हैं कि really there were children and mostly हमारे field में female teachers बहुत होती हैं. So you have these very young, very small children who love to touch the teachers at the top.
Right.
It's a purely sensory thing and nothing else. And we had teachers who made faces. I'm not going to that class because I was wearing a sleeveless dress and the boy was, touching my arms and all. So we said, see, we have to teach him about it. He will touch anything which is attractive to him, which is different to him, which is fascinating. So there you have to teach the child, So like जब हम बच्चे को सिखा रहे हैं कि उसके बॉडी पार्ट्स को किन बॉडी पार्ट्स को टच नहीं करना, तो वैसे हम बच्चे को ये भी तो सिखाएंगे कि दूसरों के भी नहीं टच करना. Now coming back to Nitika's question, what are behaviors? So what happens sometimes at home and in the social environment of the child, because our kids generally are innocent and they're always very sweet. So even they grow up and parents उनको cuddling करते हैं, उनको गोदी में बिठाते हैं, उनको kiss करते हैं and all that. So the child, what is the child learning? If you love someone, this is what you do.
So they want to do it with other people too.
Yeah, so he'll do it with other people. So ये सारे जो behaviors हैं, we have to, not be very judgmental when the child is doing all of these things. And we have to explore why is he doing it and then work on it. Because क्या होता है हम curriculum में, हम IP में इतने hooked on होते हैं कि नए words कितने सीखे हैं, numbers, addition, subtraction कितना कर लिया है, कि these are the actual skills. इतने सारे soft skills होते हैं जिनको हम देखते ही नहीं है कि वो भी इनको सिखाने हैं. So, the sex education and sexuality education should be a very, very important component of our IP right from the beginning.
So, ma'am, what about consent? Do we teach children consent?
See, Diana, it's very important, but consent को समझने के लिए तो हम through social stories we will do it, and then at home mother and teacher can they can model it for them. But when it comes to higher level of dating a girl or something, like I said, हमारे culture में even India has a very mixed culture, so many people would want the son or the daughter to go dating. So वो है कि वहाँ consent, and that person has to be at a level where he can understand. Because remember, consent, understanding. I remember at a conference in Denmark, and I always give this example. It was a very nice thing someone shared. A special educator is very well known for training children for dating. A Scandinavian country. So they have different outlook. So he said, oh my God, it's so sad. They don't even know someone is trying to flirt with them.
But in Indian scenario, I think there have been.
I know.
They don't even have such kind of.
They don't know that somebody is appreciating them. And especially when it comes to autism and intellectual disability, theory of mind impaired to higher level पे जाके है ही. So वो consent को समझ पाना, but yes, we have to teach about consent, and it can be something very simple right from childhood. कि ये उसका टिफिन है, उससे पूछ लो, अगर वो देगा तो उससे ले लो.
To be on simpler skills
ये
too.
मामा के papers हैं, इनको आप नहीं फाड़ सकते, वो आपके papers हैं, आप उनको फाड़ो. ये मेरा पेन है, मैंने ये पापा का पेन है, go and ask Papa whether he wants to give. And then you can use the word consent. Oh, पापा ने consent दे दिया. They will pick it up. What is consent? तो हम एक stress पे जब बच्चा आ गया है, he wants to do something, and तब हम ये सारे concepts सिखाते हैं, it becomes a little difficult.
So that brings me to a question, ma'am. That brings me to a question from our audience, that what should be the ideal age when the training should start for sex education?
What should be the ideal age?
Ideal age. How young can we start?
All these trainings?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. About sexuality, about gender roles, about...
Like I said, about gender and about your body and about your privacy and modesty, good touch, bad touch, anytime, you know, when the child की language को develop करो, through pictures, उसकी receptive language को तो well develop करिए, ताकि जो आप बोल रहे हैं वो उसको समझ पाए.
Also, you know, ma'am, we have a query in case someone has a child who is non-verbal, और वो इस तरीके के self-simulatory behavior या फिर you know, is not fully clothed in front of others, but the child is very severe and you know, non-verbal. So how the parent wants to know, how do we explain or train the child on such a skill?
On what? I didn't get it exactly.
If a child is non-verbal and is on the severe side of the spectrum, तो और also has a lot of sensory issues, so ये ऐसे topics पे या इस sexuality या sexual education के पे training हम कैसे दें हमारे बच्चे को, ये सवाल है पेरेंट का.
देखिए क्या है कि like I said कि यहाँ पे स्पेक्ट्रम है, वहाँ पे हमारी ट्रेनिंग would be in tune with the functioning level of the person. मतलब always whenever we make an IP, why do we do a baseline? You know, the idea is कि we cannot jump steps ever. तो अगर कोई बच्चा बहुत सिवियर है तो आपको उसको वही सिखाना है कि like I have seen one child who's very severe, had autism and mild cerebral palsy, and he had his own ways of, you know, stimulating. किसी को पता भी नहीं चलता था, लेकिन हमें मालूम था, he would put his legs in the air and shake his legs a lot and all of that. So you know, like when you want to shake your legs, this is where you have to. So physically you will direct the child to the private place. अगर सिवियर है तो आप उसको पिक्चर्स या कुछ लगा सकते हैं रूम में कि ये रेड कार्ड जिस रूम में है वहां जाके you can do it, something like that, you know. And for kids who are very I would say बहुत ज़्यादा severely affected हैं या something, तो वहाँ पे भी प्रॉब्लम तो आती है. We have also discussed with occupational therapists many times, and you know, I remember there was one father, and he was from the Indian Air Force, and he had bought guards for his son. ये cricket वगैरह players जाते हैं तो they have got guards to protect them. Yes, so under the pants वो उसको कभी कभी guards पहनाते थे, and he would say that जब से इसने ये guards पहनने शुरू किए हैं तब से what has happened कि there's a weight and he doesn't feel the need to do anything to himself. Maybe that weight was helping to reduce the behavior. And also, he could not do it. So he used to give up, not wanting to do it in public places. So, you know, options होती हैं. पहना लेना, बच्चों को ऊपर tight clothes पहनाना, so that they are contained in that. And बाकी training तो आप वही दोगे कि जो functioning level है बच्चे का. But I again will say that most of us underestimate our children. Work a lot, even if they're not speaking, work on their receptive language, so that when you explain things to them, when you try and train them, they exactly follow your instructions. So वो instruction following पे जोर दीजिए, numbers पे इतना. Of course, if a child loves to do numbers, has the ability to do all these things, but do not compromise other aspects of the child's training because of academics and all other.
So if I may,
I'm sure both of you also know it, and all parents know it, how much time we spend in speech training. And please, मेरे हाथ folded, speech therapist, I respect you all. बहुत मेहनत करते हैं आप लोग, but फिर भी parents कितना time, even good speech therapists, they always say कि मैम हम क्या करें, we तो tell them to use alternatives. वो खुद ही नहीं करते हैं, they want speech to come. तो ये ना ये सारी चीजों में, like someone asked when should we start training, तो हम उस side ध्यान ही नहीं दे रहे हैं. Those are life skills.
So, ma'am,
They're
if I
human
may,
beings. Let them enjoy their sexuality through training. Let them enjoy it.
Yes. If I may ask you to request you to please briefly summarize, क्योंकि बहुत सारे parents ऐसे पूछ रहे हैं, if you could briefly summarize so that we can at once address सबके concern regarding what should be the crucial areas of training, one, and second, what are the ideal strategies to employ for training. So कौन कौन से area पे हमको training का component हमको सोचना चाहिए for inclusion in IEP, and also at home या teachers कौन सा strategies use कर सकते हैं for training of such skills.
See, we have talked a lot about many things, but अगर हम इसको एक उसकी gist बनाएं तो यही है कि हमें training करनी है बच्चों की, because they have a right, they are sexual human beings and they have a right to their sexuality, but they have to be made more aware about their sexuality. That is something, उनको awareness like other people शायद इतनी नहीं होगी. तो जो चीजें हमने उनको what we have to teach them and train them on are aspects of modesty. Modesty means it includes privacy. कि हम private time क्या होता है, private place क्या होती है, it's the bathroom, it's the bedroom, and what behaviors are private. Like I said, you can use flashcards to sort out private and social behavior and public behaviors. Then we have to also work on things like we have to be good role models for our children. Whatever, whether to do with sexuality or other things, हमारे जो instructions देते हैं, we should also be following the same rules for ourselves. That's very important because they learn by example also, So वो हमने करना है कि हमें भी अपनी privacy, as the child should start sleeping separately as soon as possible. और अगर some families do not have a big house और वो नहीं सो पाएगा, तो you have to put a curtain in between your bed and the child's bed. So all these subtle things जो है ना, इनको भी ध्यान रखना है. When the child is young, क्योंकि like any other person वो misled हो सकता है. So be very careful and vigilant about what the child is seeing in movies, who are the friends, and if the child has other adults around, तो वो उनको भी हमने मॉनिटर करना ही है. बहुत सी फैमिलीज में who have the resources वो CCTV कैमराज इसीलिए लगाते हैं, बट मैं तो सीरियसली आई बिलीव कि सब गड़बड़ हो जाती है और उसके बाद CCTV बंद होता है mostly. So it's training the child is most important, and have your personal time with the child जिसमें कोई डिमांड नहीं है, but you are sitting with the child and you are discussing him, you're looking nice today, and something, like with my daughter, I've done it a number of times. I find her very disturbed or something if I've gone out. So when I come back, so I said, I give her choices. Were you missing me? Generally, to missing me bolegi hi. Then, she would say, like I would ask her, did someone hit you? Did someone touch you? तो ये सब पूछते रहते हैं, हम पूछना चाहिए उनसे choice देके. And the other thing which we've talked about, yes, I thought we'll cover it a lot, but I think in every other workshop we talk about masturbation, we talk about menstrual hygiene. Menstrual hygiene के लिए I'll definitely add this, कि please teach your daughter before she attains periods. And don't make कोई चोट लगना, थोड़ा सा bleeding a very, very huge thing for her. And how to line a napkin and all these things school में भी कर सकते हैं, घर में भी पहले से हम सिखा सकते हैं, because those 3 to 4 days she's down, she will not learn so much. So very important to teach on other days to her. Masturbation ke rules with boys and girls. I mean, we never talk about masturbation and girls, but if there is a problem, then safe methods. Be safe methods, and it may be very bold. My statement may sound very bold, but really it is not. With girls, very often people suggest external vibrators if they are into.
And with girls, ma'am, they also talk about sterilization. They ask guidance of, is it better to get the girl's sexual organs removed medically?
Partial hysterectomy to be done so that hormones are intact through ovaries and uterus is removed. See, that will protect your daughter only from unwanted pregnancy and the difficulty of looking after her during periods. and her stress during periods. But other things you cannot, sexual abuse and all these things, तो फिर भी हो सकते हैं, वो तो सारे करने ही पड़ेंगे. It's a very personal decision. There are some people who talk about human rights and all these things when it comes to sterilizing a girl, and there's another lobby which says that come and look after my child, especially if the girl is severely affected, that what she goes through and what I go through when I have to go wash bed sheets, and if the girl is very severe. So iska right or wrong answer जानना is a very, लोग ethics को ले आते हैं, rights को ले आते हैं, सब चीजें ले आते हैं बीच में, and at the end of the day I think personally I feel parents are the best judges. They are the best judges.
I agree, ma'am.
What has to be done?
Also, ma'am, if I can again pick up 2 more questions from our participants.
Surely.
मैम, एक तो है कि ये तो हो गया कि हम बहुत शुरू से ट्रेनिंग जितना जल्दी शुरू कर सके, as early as possible we start training on sexuality related issues. But a few parents are asking, already the child is in adolescence age or adulthood age, and the child has already developed maladaptive behaviors, inappropriate behaviors. So usko what would be the right way to respond to those inappropriate behaviors?
Very often, maladaptive behaviors, अगर हम generally बात कर रहे हैं कि कोई मतलब जिसका कोई और trigger हो, तो that's a totally different topic. But if you're talking about maladaptive behaviors in terms of sexual activities, and remember one thing, unresolved sexual unresolved sexual needs will trigger behaviors
like aggression or self-harm and things like that.
Parents think, for example, if a child wants to masturbate, so the parents think कि ये कमजोर हो जाएगा, इसकी आगे की लाइफ अफेक्ट होगी, अगर कल को इसकी शादी होगी तो इसकी मैरिड लाइफ अफेक्ट होगी. There are a lot of myths, religion and all these things attached to it. But if you have not taught your child to come to the peak or the climax in masturbation, it will be repeated again and again. There could be, like we can say, outbursts, behavior के meltdowns हो सकते हैं. तो remember कि उनकी sexual needs को curb नहीं करना है, फिर इतने meltdown वो happy होंगे, और उनको give them a variety of sensory exposures, in the sense कि sand में, घास में, grass में, physical activity, cycling, जिसमें उनके high joints and everything, activate होते हैं. Give them a lot of exercises and many sensory experiences, and over a period of time, adolescents may even regular boys, it's not that easy for them. And हमारे बच्चों में तो शायद इतना नहीं होता होगा, but regular boys, if they indulge in masturbation too much, they feel guilty also. It affects.
We talk about emotional regulation also.
Yeah, it affects their personality, because who we are, what our sexuality is a part of who we are. Our sexuality is a part of who we are. तो अगर वहाँ पे कुछ गिल्ट होगा, अगर वहाँ पे डिससैटिस्फैक्शन होगी, तो हमारी पर्सनालिटी को इफेक्ट करेगा ही करेगा. It will affect. Give your child a lot of experiences in life to be happy, so that this aspect is not the only thing जिसमें वो खुद indulge हो सके for happiness. I think that is the most important thing. Don't be ashamed of the child. इसको हर जगह लेके जाओ, उसको let the child have fun everywhere. So why would he only be interested?
Also, one last query, since we are really short on time. एक last query कि ma'am, since we all agree and we all क्योंकि सारे parents की जो questions या professionals दिख रहे हैं, every child is an individual. हर एक का बहुत there's a huge diversity among the category of disability that we're talking about today. So if you could give us a few examples or few pointers on things that we should consider for probably adapting sexual education and the material that we're using for training of sexual education for our children. What are the things that we should keep in mind, and how should we go about adapting the content and also the material?
Definitely. Most of our kids, they are visual learners. So I think when we are talking about everything, teaching them, a lot of drawings, a lot of pictures will always help. A lot of, audio visuals will help. आजकल तो इतनी सारी चीजें रेडीमेड हैं. Now, you know, for kids who have in ID and they have CP, even for that matter, जिनको स्पाइनल इंजरी है और जो बेड पे है, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि सेक्सुअल नीड्स उनकी भी नहीं होती हैं. एंड you can consult a doctor because there are a lot of other things which can help someone. There are other things, you know. तो आप उसकी हेल्प ले सकते हो. हम लोग के लिए क्या है कि जब पेरेंट्स आते हैं हमारे पास, लाइक ऐसे ये गार्ड्स यूज करना है. That is also one of, you know, an aid which can be used for a boy. For girls, we have so, you know, like we have so many times, my book is in the center, so I don't have it right now with COVID. We prepare albums, we prepare books where the girl, you know, as a social story, one page is like, in the end, if I have time, I will show the visuals. So you've made picture of a line drawing of a girl and with some blood in between the legs. This is having periods. She doesn't have periods. She's still not attained that puberty, but we are teaching her this is what is going to happen.
So, related to this, there's a question saying that the child has been taught how to exchange "I have period" card for quite some time, and still she's not been in attaining success in it. So any point is like, how should she communicate with the caregiver that she is on periods, or how should she manage it? How should she train the child?
See, even I had this problem with my daughter. She wouldn't tell us, and we had to figure out ourselves. But definitely, you know, when a girl is very young, then even the schedule of periods is disturbed sometimes. You know? So, but still, you have a rough idea कि किस date से किस date में आना है. Market, you know, draw some red dots for about 5-7 days here and there of the period date. And then initially what you will do is that you need 2 people. That's always the best. If you have 2 people, or if you have, or you can simply not, even if you don't want to mark on a calendar, you can just have on a Velcroed sheet, you can have like 7 cards, red color cards. She can read, you have something written, periods written on it. So, you know, you start, जो आप सोचते हो डेट है उससे 4 days पहले, do you have periods? Someone asks her and suppose she says no, or she says yes, then you teach her to remove that and go and give it to her mother.
Okay.
अभी क्या है कि it's the mother who teaches. So even toilet training में यही problem आती है कि the mother is teaching the child to give the card. So the child says कि okay, she will tell me when to give the card. Okay. But here, you have to be the passive person behind the child. And she takes the card and you're not saying anything, but you're guiding the child to the mother and giving the card. So the child knows I have to physically go and give a card to someone. Very often, there is only one caretaker or caregiver or the mother जो सब कुछ सिखाती है. तो बच्चा सोचता है जब ये कार्ड मुझे दिखाएगी तो मैं टॉयलेट जाऊंगा.
Point.
So, you know, वो spontaneous, हमने तभी जो PECS है, picture exchange communication system, उसमें the first stage में ही है that you have a facilitator at the back who teaches to give. So sometimes doing a PECS right from stage 1 helps because there is a communicative partner जिसको आपको कार्ड देना होता है and a facilitator at the back who doesn't say anything but पीछे से बच्चे को prompt करता है कार्ड देने के लिए. So the child is doing as though वो खुद ही कर रहा हो. So sometimes having 2 people for training for card exchange is a must sometimes.
Probably at least to initiate that card exchange system.
It's a prompt. If only the mom is doing it, it's going to be a lifelong prompt.
Yes, ma'am. Nitika, any more questions, ma'am?
I think we covered most of them. I think we had Pratibha Bhatnagar ji who's raising her hand. So we request her to unmute herself and
please, Pratibha.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you, Indu ma'am, for your wonderful speech. Actually, my son has autism and he is 28 years old. He is quite a self-controlled person. I'm also a psychological counselor, so I did my best.
Yeah, I read your message. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. He is doing a government job, so now I am planning for his marriage. But there are certain issues जहाँ मुझे आपकी help चाहिए. He is reluctant to touch or cuddling.
But वो शादी करना चाहते हैं.
Yes. उससे जब कोई पूछता है कि
करना चाहते हैं उनसे पूछो, he loves the pomp and show, दूल्हा बनना है, दुल्हन होगी, या he wants to share his things with someone, he wants to share his bed with someone, and ये सारी चीजें ना पूछनी है. But nevertheless, अगर I said in the very beginning कि अगर किसी में मतलब अगर उस लेवल पे कोई है तो डेफिनेटली मैरिज इज एन ऑप्शन. व्हाई शुड वी रूल इट आउट? आजकल साइट्स भी हैं नेट पे.
आई एम ट्राइंग. लेकिन जो मैं एक चीज आपसे, हाँ हाँ
देखिए, 2-3 चीजें हैं. जैसे मैंने बोला, हम लोग कई बातें करते हैं तो लगता है कि हम बहुत ओल्ड स्कूल ऑफ थॉट को बिलोंग करते हैं, बट दोस थिंग्स हैव बीन इन आवर सोसाइटी. हमारी पहली चॉइस तो होनी चाहिए कि अगर कोई मतलब इफ देयर इज अ गर्ल हु इज रियली वेरी कंपैशनेट, और किसी को आप जानते हैं और आपको लगता है कि वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेने के लिए रेडी हैं एंड कोई उसमें सेल्फिश मोटिव नहीं है, तो वेल एंड गुड. Otherwise, sometimes people with true difficulties can complement other very well.
दिस इज अवर मेन कंसर्न कि कहीं कुछ उल्टा ना हो जाए उसके साथ.
तो two people with some kind of a difficulty, अगर उनकी मैरिज की जाए तो मेरे को लगता है कि कॉम्प्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं कि किसमें ऑटिज्म है, किसी में मतलब लिटिल बिट, लाइक यू विल अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग.
आई अंडरस्टैंड.
अगर किसी में जरा सा भी फिजिकल डिफिकल्टी है ना, तो बहुत आसान नहीं होगा मैरिज करना. बट अगर हल्की सी फिजिकल डिफिकल्टी किसी में है तो why not? So it is, I would say for first choice is कि why should we even think कि कोई disability या difficulty है या नहीं है. हम तो वैसे ही चाहेंगे कि जैसे औरों की मैच मेकिंग होती है. बट अगर उसमें कुछ डाउट्स आ रहे हैं तो definitely with someone, because I will tell you, when I registered my NGO, it was a very small thing. I went to the bank to open up a current account. And ये भी लाओ, वो भी लाओ, कहाँ खोल रहे हो, ये खोल रहे हो, वो खोल रहे हो. And then we went to another bank. My husband was not keeping well, so he just wanted things to be done very quickly. Believe me, there was a young assistant manager who had problem in walking. And we just went with our papers and we had to meet him like this, he did it. So someone who can identify what it is to have a disability or a difficulty, उसके साथ आप अपने बेटे की sensory issues भी discuss कर पाओ.
But there's a genuine question also in the chat box saying, what about their children? If marriage does happen,
देखिए, एक ये चीज है कि what about their children? I know कि इसके इतनी तो रिसर्च में भी इसका जवाब बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है. But let's think about one thing कि मैरिज क्यों कर रहे हैं? Are we doing it only to have children or for a companionship? तो अगर हम उसको कर रहे हैं to have children, then I think किसी एक पेरेंट का थोड़ा न्यूरोटिपिकल होना जरूरी भी हो जाता है for the good healthy development, or a very solid backup, like a young mother-in-law who's go grandma who's going to be looking after and all of that. तो I'm not saying कि बच्चे बड़े होकर बहुत सेंसिटिव भी हो सकते हैं, बट ये जरूरी है कि हम लोग ये समझें कि क्या शादी सिर्फ for a child हो रही है. And if they want to have a child, I would say कि अगर एक पार्टनर न्यूरोटिपिकल है, going for surrogation kind of I'm being very honest, I'm giving my opinion because it is a webinar which I am like conducting, so I'll give my opinion. तो आजकल बहुत कुछ होता है कि जहाँ पे चांसेस हैं जेनेटिकली कुछ आने के, उसको एलिमिनेट कर दो. इफ यू वांट टू गो थ्रू द प्रोसेस ऑफ हैविंग अ चाइल्ड, उस चीज को एलिमिनेट कर दो. बिकॉज बिलीव मी, इन आवर एक्सपीरियंस वी हैव सीन सो मेनी चिल्ड्रन कमिंग टू अस जिनके most of them parents में कुछ दिखता नहीं है, but many of them जिनके parents की histories of depression, history of something undiagnosed, some kind of a obsessive thinking or something हो भी सकता है. तो personally if you ask me, I will say take a paper and pencil and write down the pros and cons. Having a child, not having a child. Why do you want to have a child, and why what will happen if you don't have a child? And then कि ठीक है, अगर हमें दिख रहा है कि न्यूरो डेवलपमेंटल प्रॉब्लम किसी एक में है, तो let the gene not come. maybe I'm too bold about it, but I think this could be an alternative, or
I think it's a genuine concern with parents. I mean, I think you've been able to answer.
At least 50% biologically your child, you know, it's a 50% biologically and emotionally 100% yours. And adoption is always the best. वो दोनों का होता है. An adopted child will belong to both of them.
मैं मेरे क्वेश्चन के साथ एक चीज और जुड़ी रही थी, दैट इज कि मैं कैसे जानूं कि ही इज फिट फॉर सेक्सुअल एक्टिविटीज व्हाई ही विल मैरी.
देखिए,
जस्ट बिकॉज ही इज वेरी क्वाइट,
he takes care of his physical needs.
Yeah, very well.
Na, and
very well concerned about his hygiene.
No, hygiene and all is fine, but sexual needs, you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Teenage में था.
Yeah.
He doesn't hoga. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's 28, 20.
Some of them, they don't have to be taught about privacy all their lives. They come to know, and he's working. He knows it, you know, so he knows it. So I think, does he have a brother or a sister?
He has a brother, sister.
Oh, younger?
She's married.
Her husband will help out. Why do you worry? If his brother-in-law is sensitive, train him.
Or should I contact to a doctor or sexologist? Please suggest me.
I don't think. It's, you know, unnecessarily making a big hawa of his marriage.
Actually, my son-in-law...
Yes, if he gets nervous, if he's getting too nervous, he's getting too shaky, then maybe. But I think if his brother-in-law is sensitive, then it's a very healthy thing, you know.
He lives in America.
Let them chat. You know, and do not talk about all this sexuality and marriage at once. It can be very gradual, you know. Do you have a girlfriend? Then you can ask him, do you like a girl or something like that? And then, you know, what do you think about marriage? So
and someone asked him, so he answered ki, I don't know, मेरी mother है ना, मेरी शादी करेगी.
Yeah, but I think वो तो उसको बड़े लोग पूछते होंगे ज़्यादा.
हाँ, बिल्कुल कि मैं अभी जॉब परमानेंट हो जाएगा, then I will marry. मेरी मदर देखेगी.
क्योंकि देखिए हर किसी की सिचुएशन अलग है. वो अगर शादी कर सकते हैं तो why not होनी चाहिए. And like with my daughter, you know, all her cousins were getting married. We have a family with many girls. So all her girls, you know, उसकी peer group वाली सबकी शादी हो रही. तो one day I thought, what she was doing? So I said, Brinda, you know, because I know she can't get, I mean, I would not want her to get married ever. So because of her level of understanding and everything. So I said, Brinda, you know, uska, kya ho gaya?
Nee, ma'am, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Achha. So, you know, I was sharing with her. I said, you know, Pari ki shaadi hogi na, now she's gone to somebody else's house, no mama, no papa, and she has to cook food and she has to do this, and she's not going to get Pringles, all the things that she likes, you know, all the things that Brinda. So Pringles bhi nahi apni marzi se milenge, ye nahi. Do you want to get married? She said no. Every time she said no, but of late she attended a function and she dressed up and everything and she went, and it was a 5-star hotel. It was her cousin's wedding in Chandigarh. So she thought, acha, marriage mein khana pina, all these things are there. So she held my hand and she said, Brinda bhi shaadi karegi. All of them are different and you have to handle them so differently. But yeah, your son, if he can get married, why not? But to explore more his perspective on marriage, companionship and physical closeness, emotional. Does he understand emotions and all very well?
Yes, very well.
Ma'am, I think we are running out of time now.
I'm sorry for barging in. I'm sorry for barging in. We have many more parents and professionals who would want their personal queries to be addressed, and I apologize for the paucity of time. So yes, we have their email addresses. आप लोग के पास भी हमारे email addresses है. I request कि आप लोग सब please हमें email कर दें, and we'll most certainly trouble Indu ma'am to address those queries.
Surely.
And also I thank everyone. I think we must end the session here, and probably to take up such personalized queries, maybe I can request Indu ma'am if we can have one more session in the future sometime.
We would have only an interactive session.
Yes,
where we can
that'd
take
be most helpful.
1:1, concerns of parents and discuss on their questions solely.
Yeah, because
So
बहुत सारे issues होते हैं which you need more time. Yeah, sure.
So allow me to please end today's session, and before I end, please allow me to thank all of our participants for such a thorough and thought-provoking active participation. We've not just had participants at Zoom, but also at Facebook who've been writing questions. So and apart from the participant, I also thank you, Indu ma'am, for taking out.
It was a pleasure.
Time.
It was a pleasure, and in these times to come face to face with all of you, it is like a treat.
The pleasure is an honor is entirely ours.
And there's so many known faces around.
And I also thank Diana madam for ensuring that we do not leave any relevant topic untouched. So
thank you so much.
And
I think ma'am's been very, she's giving justice to both the languages. So I think everybody must have benefited from all the sensitive topics that ma'am has been talking about. And there'll be more questions because of the talk. Thank you so much, ma'am.
And I also take this opportunity to thank the entire team of ADIT and SASR India for making this event possible. And since a lot of people are asking for the presentation that ma'am was to share, I request we have everyone's email address. If I can request Indu ma'am to share it with us so that we can forward it to everyone. और आपको ये सेशन के बाद एक फीडबैक फॉर्म आएगा आपके ईमेल में. I request all of you to please share your feedback, and there will be a section of suggestion where you can give suggestion for topics that you would want us to take up in future. So जरूर वो feedback form जैसे ही आप submit करेंगे, soon after you will receive a certificate of participation along with the presentation. So I request you to please ensure that you fill up the feedback form. And I once again thank all of you for being here today, and I wish you all a very good evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you. I can see Ruchita.
Yes, a lot of familiar faces. Hi, Ruchita. All right, bye bye everyone.
Good to see you all. Very
informative.
Bye. And also, बहुत डिटेल में नो हाउस वेबिनार में थोड़े से मुश्किल हो जाते हैं करने, तो होपफुली नेक्स्ट में हम प्रेजेंटेशन दिखा पाएंगे या पेज पाएंगे, है ना?
जी.
Sure.
Thank you, Indu ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Everyone. Good evening.
Bye, ma'am.